Hello everyone, welcome back to past Zero Dawn. Back when you ping and go into this thing instead of it all playing out, and you focus instead of pinging everything around you, which is few interesting things for me to remember on this, like how to slow down time. Also, seeing if like the walking technique will work on this, which it doesn't, but it's the jumping technique on this one. It's relearning the past sometimes. Trying to make it work for the future. If you didn't know, today is Aloy's birthday. Happy birthday, Aloy. We sure do like our special girl. But, as well as this, I'm also trying to get back to the naming clip. Because surely the only time it would be accessible would be during her birthday. I think this mount can reach this location. I think we're too far in Mother's Heart though. Which is right here. And we can't get there now. But if... yeah, we'll take Northern Embrace. So there's three ways I want to try this. There's Launch Point Alpha, which is Divergence launch point. There's Launch Point Beta, which is my launch point, which is going to take forever to get there. And then there's the Northern Gates attraction area. And I say that in that way because you've got to attract your mount to a certain spot in order to get through the invisible barrier here. But I was hoping you wouldn't have to do that in a certain spot because there it is, there's the barrier. Right. Alright. Come to me, please. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we are. There it is, there it is. Okay. You can see I've done this many times in the past and I know exactly where to get on my mount so that it bypasses all the walls. Alright, so we're done with you for now. We'll need you later, but for now we're done with you. I was hoping we could get to a point where the invisible walls fall away, basically. Because it's Aloy's birthday, and if anyone is gonna turn away... If there was any time to get to a place... Fuck. I'm gonna have to get you manually, aren't I? Oh, I hate doing this manually. I would have thought that, like, maybe this time around, because there's these lovely handholds here. And although we are on the wrong side of things, I would have hoped that there was a way up. Usually there is.
Yeah.
I know there's a way up here, and I know that you can do it. Yes. Why do I know this? Because I tried it previously, and although it was slow going, you can get there. You don't need to tap X like a fool though. It's just very slow walking. Right. I believe this one's to the right and then up. Too big a jump. Alright, let's get off and see if we can... Nope. Come on. too near its head. Broadhorn would be easier than that. There we go. Alright, didn't need its head, but still useful. There's another one coming up, which I think is here. Alright, there you are. Congratulations, you made it up somehow. While I wasn't looking, you climbed a sheer cliff, straight up. Right, good about momentum, good about that. Get the momentum up so we can make the next jump. Alright, there we are. And we are here. Now, right, we're on top. We need to go along here. Right. This one is...
So this is as high as we go?
Okay.
Okay.
Right, I need to take him with me. Can we go down left? Alright, not so much. I know there's another invisible coming up. Alright.
Scrabbling a bit.
There it is. The invisible ball that I mentioned. Yep, you're up there now. There's part of this rock that's a little easier to get up. Is it this one? I keep thinking it's right. Yeah, there it is. So it's this, and then, yeah, you go up a bit here, and then you swing hard to the right, and then you get up there. I think. Go. Here we go. Here we go. He's up there. I need him over here, please. Thank you. This way now. A little bit further. A little bit closer, please. Turn around and walk down this slope. Not that way. Down. You were on it a minute ago. It's just like, I see you. There. There we are. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll try. Alright. Over we go. Over we go. Over we go. And up. One more. So, after this, I've got to try and... No, not that way, you stupid mount. After this, I've got to try and get through the entire Forbidden West campaign in one shot without interacting with anyone or anything more than I need to. That means no side quests, side missions, no bandit camps, no interacting with any side characters in any way, shape, or form. It should be simple, right? Because it should be very linear, but... Fire
This is
kiln.
awful. Bitter, though.
Those were the days, huh? Alright. This is all I remember of this game, is playing, like, running around in the dark. The days seem short and the nights seem longer. The fact that you can change, like, the darkness to day now is so much better. Having said that, still play mostly in the night. In the darkness, rather than the light. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, this one's... Yeah, we need to stay on that to stay on the true path.
Look out below!
Right. And waterfall should be there. Moving out. Yeah. Mother's Heart, and then the naming cliff's up there. And for those of you that can't see it, that's one of the waypoints to it, and it's over there. You can just see the branch of the tree sticking out, and a bit of a path over there. We want to... There's the path. See it? Those little picket fences. We want to get there. If we stay on the path, we can get in. But it has a nasty habit of cutting out around here, so we'll see. Right. There's one of the pathways. There's the ladder up to the main way. And there's the pathway behind. So you can see there's a path there. The rock with the symbols. And the mountain. And then the ladder. So let's see if we can change the day to make it a little bit lighter. Alright, so there's the archway. There's the ladder that leads up into the main area of the naming cliff. Now, I always try and edge straight to the naming cliff from behind, but I've never tried to land there. Not that far away. Yeah. So, path A is a non-starter. Let's go with assignment B, and then we'll end with my way. Let's do Divergent's way next, because that kid knows what he's doing. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I had hoped that as it's her birthday, they might open it up, and there might be a easy way to get there. But I'm guessing not. Of course, the other thing is nowadays, like Divergent's shown in the previous game. If you go to the arena and then start New Game Plus, you can bring your mountain for flying like outside the map straight away in the first area. You've got to escape the arena and then start New Game Plus from there without like cutting away, and it's like all the special rules just basically go with you. But I also feel like some of this, once you've done it the first time, I make it look easy, but coaxing my mount up here the first time was a nightmare. But once it's done it the first time, it's like muscle memory for the mount, and it remembers and it will do it. Never tried to go in this way, I don't think. Or have I? I think I have, and I could. So when you go through this path, you end up here, right above Allmother, and then I suppose you descend onto Allmother after that. You never ever go up around Metal Devil. It's right up there. But we never actually go to the Horus. What's the pity? There's that mysterious signal that I can never figure out what it is. Areas of the map that you never meant to go to. Don't think there's any way up here, is there? Tried this once before and
This scrapes.
yeah, failed magnificently. There it is. There it is. I remember showing the guys the way up here, just like jumping, and they were like, "How are you doing that?" And I'm like, "Well, I've been doing this too long." Change the time. And in comes the mount. And by change the time, I mean as I run towards the Metal Devil, like it changes day, changes like cloud cover, and it. I think the time moves, not actually like. Alright. Let's see. Can we get up here and then we're gonna drop down onto the invisible wall, and then we're on the invisible box. Right, okay. So, now we want to go here. We're not high enough to get to the naming cliff from here. We can beach it. The other thing is, of course, back when I found over here in years of training and the training exercise area, whether we can like swinging behind that, and that's something I never really fully explored, whether I can just hug the edge of the cliff enough to get over to here, but didn't like it the first time, and I doubt it will like it again. Plus the fact we're on another mission today. One day we shall return. You would hope that they would open it up, but they're really not. That is home to the left-hand side. That's Rost's house. There's nothing for you anymore there, Aloy. Something I do wonder about, whether you can call in your mount to ride off, because I know there's an invisible box over there. Whether you can get onto that. Because I know an invisible box stretches along here. It stops me from getting over. There's an invisible wall there for sure. Certainly around here on Rost's house. If we fly from the other point to Rost's house and land on that wall, can we follow it? Ah, feels
Seems
so
empty
empty now.
Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
Alright. So, as I recall, we're not high enough to get up to where we need to be. We keep looking at places and thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to beach it here, I'm gonna have to beach it there. And then I get sucked down to there. So what if we go over here and get sucked over to here? Exiting Mother's Heart.
Getting too steep to run. Mother's heart. Seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
Think, yeah.
Mother's heart. Seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
I might be able to get my mount up here. Maybe. But this is the real test. Yeah, didn't make it. Yeah. So, we need to, yeah, go left, get onto that. Except that's pretty flat. This, I believe, is where I got stuck last time, where I was just, like, hanging around here for ages, looking for a way to try and get higher, to, like, redeploying the mount, to try and get higher, and it's actually just, it doesn't look it, but it's hard to get purchase on here, because everything's too flat.
Mother's heart. Seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
Okay. Everything looks good, but it's flat. It's nigh impossible to get purchase with your feet to get to where you want to be. And those areas that are good are here, and that leads us right back to where we were before. So I landed around here this time, and I've only made it there. So, and we want to go pretty much here. It's just not possible. So, now we have no choice. We have to do the launch point, but this time let's go to Rost's house. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna do the full gameplay run through today. It's coming up to Easter, and I reckon I can get it done before Easter. Probably doing full beans of it tomorrow. I was late home today because I went to see my nan. She's 99. It's a great age to be. But it's not that she doesn't recognize us anymore. Of course she does. She's still got enough in her to know things of the past, but she can't build any new memories, which is kind of sad. I gave her a birthday present, and she said, "Ooh, you know, seeds to go on the new table,
Like out here.
so she can see the birds and have birds on. It's all bird seeds." So I put it down, and the next thing she says is, "Ooh, what's all this on the? What is all of this? Bird seed. Oh, that's nice. That will go on." Did someone give me a bird table? Did you give me the bird table and your mother gave me the... Anyway. And then she'll go back to what she's saying before, and then later she'll come back to it and go, "Oh, there's all bird seeds here." And you think, oh, she doesn't remember. She just doesn't anymore. She was always very good at that, but I don't think COVID helped. COVID did not help her, because we couldn't see her. She wondered why. We tried to explain, but it was hard to make her understand why. And then after all that, her memory wasn't great coming out of COVID, and it just rapidly deteriorated. Do I not have it on this save file? Maybe not. I think I've accidentally completed this quest. Yeah. Lumen Shadows, Lessons from Past. Deep Secrets of the Earth, I think it's this one. It's hard to remember which save file I had. It's been so long ago. Tried to use young Aloy to escape the map, but unless you've got a PC and you can actually hack something and get into program files, which was something I would never know about. PC opened everything up and allowed everyone to see everything and go everywhere. Yes, you ruined your game, but you were able to do so much. Yes, this looks right. This is right. Cloud shear. Alright. Not available yet. The plan this time.
This is one of the places Naltuk told me about.
I don't want that. Fireclaw. I think this difficulty is on the highest difficulty. I think we're on ultra hard, so I don't really want to have a confrontation. Especially since in this playthrough, there's no such thing as a smoke bomb. I'll tell you what, hardest difficulty playing through Forbidden West. All I did was use like spears, throwing spears, exploding, throwing spears, smoke bombs aplenty, and then anything else that I could choose. I guess I didn't like the elemental side of it because I didn't fully invest in the elemental side of it. Ah, here we go, yeah. No one likes you! No one ever likes you! All through the Forbidden West, everyone tells us how much they hate Glinthawks. And then Clamberjaws came along, and we were like, alright, this is way
This would
worse.
take someone if you wanted to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides?
No one likes you. In fact, everyone hates you. Mixed feelings?
Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that.
I've been doing this way too long. That's you glitching out, because you're not meant to be here. To the right. Everything you own in a box. Right. Okay. Begin the long and slow journey back. See the northern lights from here. We're not that far north. So I wonder...
Tracked one of the Fireclaws here.
I wonder if, like, the Earth's magnetic core is messed up after everything that went down. You can say what you like, but we still don't know the real cause of the glitch that made the machines, like, turn against their masters. And I've been thinking about this a lot recently. I've been thinking, was it Vars Silva, as I always suspected? Or was it something else? Like, for instance, did Ted, now we've seen a bit more of his operation and the shadowy projects that he kept behind closed doors, did he instruct the robots to turn on their masters and rid of himself of a corporation that might have surpassed his own? I mean, at that point, he was getting into trouble with some lawsuits, but nothing, you know, the law team was top notch and they would argue that they would get through it, but was it just that he was fearing another rival, so he decided at that point to change their protocols so that they would go after the corporation? Because that would just mean that he'd be rid of his next potential adversary rather than like face them in battle. Maybe they found something, or they were about to push ahead technologically, or corporate espionage is a weird thing, but did he make sure that his rival was out of the picture by instructing the robots to go after its creators? And that term was too broad, and it just encompassed everyone? Or was it something else entirely? But we don't actually know a reason for it. There's no binding factor that says definitively this is why the machines decided to break protocol and start destroying humanity. There's nothing there that actually said this was the moment when. So now I'm wondering, how far do we go with this? Because right now we've got to go basically down there and all the way across into Noraland. We can't go too far up there because that resets the game. But I'm thinking we go all the way over here because I know we can get over here. And look at that height, it's a lot easier to get to. Something you may not know. Oh, there's a big hole in that mountain, we already know that. But something you may not know, on the intro to Zero Dawn, you can see like the naming cliff, and there was originally a campfire where you could get there and there was some dialogue. Now, I don't think that dialogue exists. I think they edited it out since they cut off a way up there. Which means they did revisit it at some point. Which means that if I was to upload version 1 of this game when everything was offline, I might be able to do it. Is it possible to do on PlayStation if it's set on one? Because back then you had the other glitch where if you swung your spear and then kept swinging it in a specific spot, you could fly. And they ruled that one out. They took that away. Honestly, I'm not sure. So normally, I'd approach from this side in here. That's the best way in. But this time, we're not going to do that. We're going to go past and towards the Metal Devil. And then come in from the right-hand side. And that's not a way that I've tried before. To get to this point, oh, there's Mother's Crown down there. Look, you can see the delta of the river through the ice. The tower, yep, there it is. And Mother's Crown. You can see it sort of resembles a crown. It's certainly rocks there. I mean, looking back on the history of, like, the Nora and where the Carja came from. The original trailer says, Aloy says, my tribe was the first to come to these lands, which is very true because they came out of the mountain. They forgot over time. What is it? Lord of the Rings, history became legend, legend became myth. And places were like technological places weren't allowed, and like the ruins, they weren't allowed in there. And I think that came out of maybe a fear of what was done to them back in the old days, because it was originally it was oh, the city looks gorgeous back there. Originally it was they were afraid of the servitors, certainly the father. The mother not so much, but the father would hurt them if they did things wrong. And for that, they were maybe afraid of the pain, maybe that would be inflicted if they trespassed into old places that they shouldn't go. So I wonder about that. But you can see that, like, that would bring about like Nora saying, "Hey, we must not go into these areas because we might end up with something that might hurt us, something that might, or maybe someone fell in and couldn't get out, or shut behind a door that they couldn't open, with no technology to and no explanation of how to work anything." Certainly Aloy, without her focus, probably wouldn't be able to get out, because the first thing she does is see, like, the doors glow, and by turning something on, she can turn something else. Nice tree down there. She can turn something else on and override the system, but, yeah, I wonder, without the technology, I don't think she would have found a way out. So, for that reason, maybe Honora got trapped in there and they banned the places like that. The Kaja did find like old knowledge in terms of books which helped with the founding of Meridian, because they learned basically irrigation and farming. And my guess there is they wanted to like, yeah, they wanted to use the knowledge of the old ones to build a new world. They found the spire not too far from Noraland. They might have gone this way, or they might have gone another way. But they found the spire and decided to make a home under it, a technology area, technological world to explore. So let's have a look at this area from the air. Banuk might have been, you know, these people are too soft, we need to survive, we need to challenge, that sort of thing. Who knows with Banuk? But Kaja I can explain. This is the stream. And then I don't know where it goes. Just melt water there. Right. I'm gonna come in from this side. It's a weird side to come in from, but we're gonna do it. So these are, yep, the area of years of training. And this is Rost's house that we're heading over towards. Don't want to push it. So we're just gonna trot, but this is why this is so hard to do, because there are, I know there's an invisible wall down there, and there's, you don't have to go that far in before it resets you. It really just does not care for you after about here. It's like, no, you're done. But because we're offset, we're so high up that it thinks we're here, like here, underneath the Aloy. And you can see like me moving around, but I'm actually over here. So I'm actually offset by the map. Now going underground, it's not as effective. You are offset, but not by much. I think the higher you are, the more offset you are. The lower you are, it doesn't go the other way though, that's the thing. Yeah. Just a trot. I know it takes forever. But if you're watching this, and if you're still watching this, I thank you. But we've got to explore all ways. Otherwise, what's the point? That's years of training behind me. So if we fell here, it would not matter too much. Because we wouldn't land anywhere good. So the game thinks we're here, and it's saying, hey, you can't really go this way. But maybe, just maybe,
Huh. Sky's starting to open.
it's raining. Not a good call for it. Last time I managed to get a little bit more height, and I hit the side of a wall, and then I slipped off and fell to my death. This time it thinks we're here, underneath me, and we're actually over here. I'm not gonna go all the way there. I'm not gonna go straight there. So no, not that way. And as much as I feel like if we did land on the wall, it would still do that. Unless... So last time I tried to save during the Looming Shadow battle, it wouldn't let me save and it was stuck in a constant loop of, I'm not going to let you do this, I'm going to get to the end of the loading point and then it doesn't know what to load because it doesn't really understand how you did that. It breaks the game. But having said that, it thinks we're on the original mission here, yeah. If we... We haven't... I've landed in Meridian before now and not had it be a problem. If we go to the Looming Shadow, that would mean going to my original save many times ago. So here's my thought process right now. If we... This is the PS5 instead of the PS4. It is a lot more powerful. Can we trick it into thinking we're still in the battle, but we're actually somewhere else? Right, we can't do the glitch from there. Two things I need to check with this. Number one, can I get my mount into Meridian again? And number two, can I get my mount to like glitch out of the map to another save point where I can save my progress and then move back? I need to set it to ultra hard if I'm doing that as well, because eventually the soldiers take care of the machines. It did happen once. It took them a long time, but they did figure out how to kill everything. Because basically your allies will eventually win the day. They'll never die. They get knocked down, they're out of action for a bit, they get picked back up again, and then they'll carry on. But if we're careful about it, and if we can put on ultra hard mode, then maybe the game will think we're over there, and it will release the invisible walls. I think that's my least favorite spawn spot for a campfire, because it just spawns you in the rock. Okay, come on, we're free now. Will you go in the village in this spawn? I don't think you will, but... let's see. No. Come on.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Damn it. Not the save. How old are my saves? This one's pretty old. I thought there was an older one than this. I guess not. There is one last hope. That I've already done this, and that I can call my mountain somewhere else. And I can test that theory out right now. Whew. They often graze near settlements. Wonder why that is. Why, like, I know why it is in terms of the game, but why in terms of lore, are they near, are they spying on them? Were they, like, meant to be easy, like, machine parts for the, dunno, for the hunters to get, so it was, here's a nice easy thing ablaze.
That crazy Oseram tried to kill our Sun King. I'd like to discuss a trade with you, Outlander.
No, thank you. I'd like to,
Why you want to talk to me?
why wouldn't I?
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard.
Alright. My duty is jump. Has that really been an hour already? My video's running out. I don't think I'm gonna get this done. Try. Not quite.
You there, Outlander? Do you have relics to trade?
I don't. I've traded them all, trust me.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family. But I'm not.
Yeah. Right, there it is. There's the stairs. Don't think we've done this. Not on this save anyway.
A quick way down.
There it is. Can't get down there. Oh wow. We tried. Now I have to uninstall this game forever. Sadly. This was my last point of call. This was my last attempt. I have no other ideas. The only other thing I can think of doing is to uninstall the game entirely, disconnect from the internet, and then reinstall it just as it started off, as it should be. But I don't think that's gonna do what I think it will do. So we'll have to leave it there. Sorry we couldn't do it. I really hoped on her birthday was the one time when you could. Maybe we should talk to Tirsa. Just to be safe. Just say, hey, can we go into the mountain, please? Can we go in? I can do that in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, right? If there's a big message up on the screen saying it didn't work, then you know what happened. In which case, I apologize for that. But we tried. We gave it our best shot, and I can do no more. I really hope that on her birthday, all passages would be open, and that you could get about. It's like, happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man, but here's a special present for your birthday. We'll just let you right in, but no. Oh well, I'm not gonna make this up in time. No way. But we tried our best, and yeah, we failed. And looking forward to the next chapter. Looking forward to Burning Shores. Hoping we'll see some familiar faces, as well as people keep saying new tribe, but I think it's a Kaja. I think there's Kaja in the new one. I think it's going to be maybe some of the Kaja that got lost when they went into the Forbidden West. That's where they've been living.
Where will the anointed lead us?
Not to the naming cliff, apparently. We won't be led there. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Yeah, Fresh, shut up.
Aloy, was there something more?
I want to go to the naming cliff. I want permission. I'm not a mother, but I'd like to go there. Maybe Beta will go back for her name.
The Nora have suffered.
That for and I.
Tears.
Oh,
What?
I will.
I should be going.
May the goddess.
Protect. I know this game too well. Take care.